Well, that was kind of fun, experiencing something new again. Also, why is that door locked with wooden planks on it? Did you do that?
Yeah, I did, so he doesn't get in again. Since it's barricaded, he won't be able to break in and pester us like he usually does. So that's something. Bigbiggy, how the hell did you get in? I thought I locked that door so you couldn't get inside. Well, there's no use in delaying the inevitable. Also, what's that card you have?
Well, it's the Squid Game Invitation card. I found 4 of them lying on the ground in a strange place. I'm not sure why they were there, but I decided to collect them.
That's kind of weird, but okay. Wait, 4 cards? Who else is coming along? Really? Shin Sonic Meowline? Why him anyway? Well, whatever, I'm not going to dwell on this situation any longer. Let's just get this over with. Hello everyone, I'm Ben, and today we're diving into Squid Game. Now, I'm sure most of you are familiar with Squid Game, but in case you're not, let me give you a quick rundown. Squid Game is a hugely popular Netflix series that took the world by storm in 2021 to 2022. It features a group of contestants competing for a tempting cash prize by surviving a series of high-stakes challenges. Given how big it was back then, you might think it would be irrelevant now, right? Well, not really. With the release of Season 2, the show gained a second wave of popularity, and suddenly we're seeing a ton of Squid Game recreations popping up, mostly in the hopes of grabbing some fame and a bit of cash. One of the most iconic minigames in Squid Game is red light, green light. The rules are pretty simple. When the light is red, you stop. When it's green, you move forward. If you don't stop when it's red, you're eliminated. So you basically just repeat that process until it's over. Luckily, I made it through without getting eliminated, so that's a win in my book. Next up is the pentathlon. To keep it short, you race around a circular track while completing various mini-games. While it's not too hard to manage, the controls are a little wonky, but nothing that can't be worked with. After those mini-games, we get a short break before the next round of challenges. Honestly, there's not much else to say here, it's just some downtime before things get more intense. Then comes Mingle, and here's where things went south for me. Why? Because when I entered the room, there weren't enough players. The room needed 3 players to continue, but since that didn't happen, the guard stepped in and, well, let's just say I didn't make it.
Ouch, that's a tough break. Want to revive for just 180 Robux?
For a game as bare bones as this, spending any money just seems like a waste. Next up is Shrimp Game. At first glance, this is your standard Squid Game recreation on Roblox. It's got the usual stuff like red light, green light, and well, you get the idea. That said, the graphics and environment in this one are noticeably more realistic, which is a nice touch, but beyond that, not much else stands out. Now, let me tell you about the moment that really tested my patience. When I got to the segment where you have to cut out a shape without breaking it, my cursor decided to malfunction. It only worked in the Roblox menu. So I had to frantically spam the escape key while trying to control my cursor to complete the task. Let me tell you, this was infuriating. And while it was technically possible to finish, the constant fighting with my controls ate up all of my time. The result? I got eliminated.
Tough luck. Want to revive? If the price is too steep, no worries. I've got a special discount for you. Only 79 Robux.
No. Ah yes, Squid Game Tycoon, a classic example of your standard 2015 style Roblox Tycoon. But this time they slapped Squid Game on it for some extra clicks. You know it's going to be quality when the first thing the game does is throw the classic favorite this game prompt in your face. Because sure, why not? Now, here's where things get weird. This game straight up lets you buy infinite cash and a bunch of old school Roblox gear for Robux. Like, why? Why would you even implement that? And more importantly, why would anyone willingly spend their money on it? There's no point in playing the game if you can just pay to finish it instantly. It's basically handing you the endgame on a silver platter, which completely defeats the purpose of a tycoon. On top of that, it takes away any sense of accomplishment. Tycoons are supposed to be about grinding, building, and feeling satisfied when you finally finish. But here, nope, you just get everything handed to you, which honestly feels like cheating. And let's be realistic, it's kind of underwhelming. Aside from that, there's not much to say, it's just your typical Roblox tycoon, nothing new and nothing exciting. So, Squid Project follows the basic Squid Game formula. Think red light, green light, Dalgona, and all that classic stuff. But there is a twist. This game throws in Squid Game cards that tell you what each challenge is about. Pretty handy if you're not up to date with Squid Game, right? Now, red light, green light is usually a breeze for me since it's the first challenge in the original Squid Game. But no, someone had the audacity to push me during a red light. And you can guess what happened next. I got eliminated. But I wasn't about to let that setback end my journey. I hopped over to a new server for round 2, and this time, no one pushed me. And I actually made it through red light, green light without any issues. Victory! Next up was Dalgona. And thank goodness my cursor wasn't malfunctioning this time. It was actually smooth sailing. The challenge was way easier than I expected and I finished it in no time. After that, we hit what I can only assume is supposed to be a break time. I'm not sure if this was in the original Squid Game. Honestly, I've been slacking on keeping up with the series lately. Then we hit Tug of War. And let me tell you, I failed miserably trying to hit the pink target. My team and I got obliterated and that was the end of my run.
Only 50 Robux to revive.
You're not convincing me. Just stop. Now, Squiddy Game was a bit of a weird one. First off, the game advertises a Thanos Kick Game Pass, which let me save you the confusion. It's just a Kick the Player Game Pass, no actual Thanos connection here, unless I missed a character from Squid Game Season 2 that's somehow related to him, which is entirely possible since, frankly, I haven't been keeping up with the series. Out of curiosity, I decided to browse the game passes, and here's the kicker. You can literally pay to see which glass bridge is the right one. And yeah, I'm not even kidding, why would you do this? The whole point of that challenge is to risk it, take a guess and face the consequences. Throwing in a game pass that just tells you the right answer, that completely removes the challenge. Who thought this was a good idea? But anyway, let's shift gears and dive into something a little more interesting. Mingle. Mingle is a mini game where you spin around in a circle, and when the spinning stops, you enter a room. The catch? The room has to have the exact number of contestants. Too few? You're out. Too many? Same result. Balance is key, my friends. Sadly, I didn't find the right room in time and got eliminated. But of course, I wasn't going to let that be the end of my journey. I joined another lobby for round 2, and guess what? I crushed it. I basically mastered the minigame at that point, but as all good things do, it came to an end, and I died. Well, it looks like Shin Sonic Meowline didn't see that one coming. Impossible Squid Game Glass Bridge Obby. Truly a revolutionary concept in the world of gaming. You know you're in for a good time when the game is drowning in oversaturated colors, the same generic UI every trend-chasing game uses, and of course the classic Roblox gear. It's like a checklist of what every Roblox game needs to succeed, and this game nails it. But hold up, it gets even better. There are free characters you can use, and guess what? They look suspiciously like YouTubers. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw a couple of inspired avatars in there. But enough about that. Let's actually talk about the game. At its core, it's just your typical impossible glass bridge obby. They slap the word impossible in there like it's going to make it more intense or something. But honestly, I have no idea why they even bothered. Oh wait, I remember, this game is aimed at kids. Surprise, surprise. But hey, at least you can morph into Baldi from Baldi's Basics, because who wouldn't want to run around as a bald teacher in a game about glass bridges? Or if you're feeling adventurous, you can turn yourself into a black or white cat. Said no one ever. Now, I don't have much to say about Octopus Game. It's pretty much your standard Squid Game recreation, sticking to the usual formula. Nothing too special, but hey, let's dive in anyway. As expected, the first minigame is the iconic red light green light. Everything was going smoothly until it wasn't. Halfway through, the red light was delayed, completely throwing me off. Before I even realized what happened, bam, eliminated. Just like that, no warning, no second chances. And well, that's it. Next up on the list is Squid Game 2. Now, this one stands out a bit from the usual Squid Game recreations. It actually brings some variety, introducing things like tug of war, the marble game, and more. Now, I think some of the other recreations also have these minigames, but since I haven't played through all of them, I can't say for sure. Either way, let's dive in. First up was the marble game, and I had no idea what was going on. Seriously, no tutorial, no instructions, nothing. So for the entire game, I just wandered around aimlessly trying to figure out what I was supposed to do. And in the end, I never figured it out. Next up was Glass Bridge. Thankfully, this one was fairly short and was smooth sailing for me. My teammates were out there blazing the trail, and I was right behind them, coasting my way to victory. And just like that, I survived. Then came a combat segment where we had to fight other contestants with bats. At first, everything was going well until I got smacked and flung across the map, and just like that, I died.
Ouch, that can be frustrating. Would you like to revive? It's only 9 Robux. It would be a real shame if you left your teammates like that.
Fine, if it makes you go away then sure.
Wow, thank you for your service. Good luck out there.
So, with that, I was back in action, swinging my bat like usual until I accidentally walked into the wrong area and got shot by a guard. Yeah, at that point I was done reviving, so I just sat back and waited for the next round. Then came Mingle. First round, a bit of a close call, but I made it through. Second round, that's where everything fell apart. The room I entered was already full, meaning I had to find another one fast, but I ran out of time. Eliminated. And that's how my run in Squid Game 2 came to an end. And there you have it, Squid Game recreations in Roblox. So, what did we learn? Well, it's pretty clear that most of these games were riding off a short-term trend, one that was bound to fade out after a few months. Now, that's not to say all of them were bad. Some were actually well made, and in some cases, genuinely fun. But at the end of the day, was it all worth it? Sure, the money and fame these devs racked up probably felt great at the time. But when the trend dies, the game goes down with it. All that time and effort, gone, simply because it was built on something temporary. And with that said, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.